NBA bombshell. The Lakers have been sold. Police car like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. The legendary Los Angeles Lakers franchise, home to icons such as Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, is officially under new management. After decades at the helm of the team, the Buss family sold the team for an impressive $10 billion. The new owner? Mark Walter, CEO of the Guggenheim Partners conglomerate and current owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And if you follow baseball, you know that this changes everything. Brain, who is Mark Walter? Mark Walter is no stranger to the world of sports. Since he took over the Dodgers in 2012, the team has become an absolute powerhouse. 12 consecutive playoff appearances, 4 World Series finals, 2 titles, 2020 and 2024, historic signings like Shohei Ohtani, $700 million, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, $325 million, and in 2025, he even brought in the Japanese phenomenon Roki Sasaki under his command. The Dodgers have become a global team, especially in Japan, and attracted superstars like Mookie Betts and Blake Snell. Purple Circle, and now, he's arrived in the NBA. The Lakers are one of the most successful franchises in NBA history, with 17 titles. But since the title in 2020, the team has been inconsistent. 4 first-round eliminations in 5 years out of the playoffs in 2022. Even with the arrival of Luka Doncic, the team has yet to return to the top. The big question now is, can Mark Walter repeat the magic? Everything indicates that he can. He is discreet, strategic, and effective. He doesn't seek the spotlight, he seeks victories. Thinking Face and Jeanie Buss? Even with the sale, Jeanie Buss remains in charge of basketball operations. According to ESPN, it was a requirement in the contract. She maintains the legacy of the Buss family, which has run the Lakers since 1979. But for how long will this last? Remember, billionaires don't spend $10 billion to sit on the bench. The experience with Mark Cuban and the Mavericks shows that sooner or later, the new owners take full control. Moneybag, what changes? With Walter in charge of finances, the Lakers now have unlimited firepower, heavy investment in free agents, smart and ambitious, planning a possible return to the era of superstars and titles. Bomb, and there's more. Super trade in the works. A 4-team trade could shake up the NBA. Lakers, Warriors, Bucks and Mavericks are at the center of the rumor. The plan. Lakers receive Draymond Green and Daniel Gafford. Warriors receive Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mavs receive Gabe Vincent and future picks. Bucks receive Austin Reeves, Kuminga, Podziemski, among others. Yes, the Lakers would give up Austin Reeves, one of the fans' favorites. But in return, they would gain white heavy checkmark, a leader with champion DNA, Draymond, white heavy checkmark, a young and efficient center, Gafford, white heavy checkmark, defense, presence in the paint and depth on the roster. It may hurt to see the Warriors receive Giannis, but the Lakers need to think about themselves. The West is increasingly competitive. Standing still is accepting mediocrity. Basketball, the future is here. This new era represents hope and real change. Hope of returning to the finals, hope of being the #1 destination for NBA stars, hope of finally having stability and a long-term vision. But there are also uncertainties. How long will Jeanie Buss remain at the helm? When will Mark Walter impose his definitive vision? What we do know is this: the Lakers have entered a new era, and it promises to be one of the boldest and most exciting in history. And this new era for the Lakers could be the most revolutionary yet. With Mark Walter in charge of investments and Jeanie Buss still in charge of operations, the Lakers are entering a rare combination of tradition and innovation. But the clock is ticking. With each season without a title, the pressure mounts, from both the media and the fans. And it's not just about winning again, but about redefining what it means to be a Laker in the modern era. Globe with Meridian's global vision and brand expansion. Just as he did with the Dodgers, Walter can transform the Lakers into an even more powerful global brand. Imagine the team making international partnerships, strengthening its presence in Asia, especially if it continues to invest in players with global appeal, and expanding its business beyond the court, such as digital content, global events, and presence in new markets. And on the court, the philosophy must change. More aggression, more strategy, less emotional bets, more decisions based on data and performance. The hiring of experienced executives, modern analysts, and even artificial intelligence applied to scouting could become part of the new Lakers. Counterclockwise arrows button. Restructuring the roster. The proposed megatrade is not the end, it is just the beginning. If Walter wants to repeat the Dodgers' success, we can expect bold trades, million-dollar signings, bets on young global talent, and, of course, the reinforcement of Luka Doncic as the face of the franchise, with Draymond Green leading the defense, Daniel Gafford protecting the paint, and Luka dominating the offense. The Lakers would have a solid foundation. And more cap space to attract new stars. Hourglass not done, the countdown has begun. The big question now is, how long before Mark Walter takes full control of the decisions? Today, Jeanie Buss still leads. But as we saw with the Dallas Mavericks and Mark Cuban, this type of arrangement rarely lasts long. Soon, Walter may put his own GM, his own scouting team, his own president of operations. And then, yes, we will see the Lakers reborn with a new DNA. Megaphone, and for the fans? It's time to follow each stage carefully. Because next season could be the beginning of a dynasty or the definitive end of the Buss era. What's at stake? The identity of the Lakers, the legacy of the Buss family, the potential return to the top of the NBA, and who knows? The 18th title of the franchise. Get ready, because the next decade of Lakers basketball is about to begin. And if Mark Walter can replicate what he did in baseball, the world could be about to see one of the greatest sports revivals in history.